All right, guys, it's your boy Trey with Let's Just Talk Life Coaching, and this is a life coaching orientation. I'm sorry, consultation. With E. You guys know her. Y'all know her. She's my moderator. You know this face, admin as well. Hey, hey. So y'all know the face, very familiar face. We have a group that she's in that she moderates for as well, called Let's Just Talk Motivation. My Let's Just Talk Life Coaching is an extension of that. It's more of a personal approach. And again, this is more of a one-on-one approach. Life coach again is not a therapist, but someone who motivates, keeps someone accountable, helps someone set up systems to achieve future goals. A life coach. And there's a few things that me and E have talked about. She's kind of joined me now in this regards, and I'm gonna pick her brain a little bit. So let's just see what's going on her mind and where she's looking to go. So first and foremost, E, could you introduce yourself with your name, where you from, and have you lived there all your life?
My name is Elise. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and yes, I've lived here my whole life.
Okay. Why have you, what kept you in Minnesota all your life?
Well, I mean, it's a beautiful place to live. My family's here. A child, young, so I have that opportunity.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. It is lagging a little bit. Am I lagging on your end? Your internet connection. It's saying my internet
Maybe.
connection is unstable. Am I lagging for you?
I think you're good now.
I'm
It
good
was a
now.
little slow.
Okay. Okay. I just want to
Mhm.
make sure. Okay. All right. I think you're good now too. Okay. Perfect. All right. What do you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking, you can go general broad, or you don't have to answer that question if you want to.
Um, I work in risk management. I'm for a fintech company. I manage a really amazing team.
Okay, nice. Okay, and do you love what you do? Why or why not? You cannot answer. You can answer.
I love the people I work with. I love the people I work with. I do think the work that I do is important. I don't really love corporate America, to be honest. I don't love the culture of the organization. Um, so no, no, I
Thank you.
don't love what I do.
I love that. I love the transparency. I think it's important to answer. I think it's important to answer that truthfully because as you answer it truthfully, you can move forward. You know, you flirt. If you don't, then you flirt with yes or no. You flirt with in between, and you never truly, you know, make a decision going forward. But again, that was just a question. That was just a question. All right. Am I still glitching? Just want to make sure I'm good. I think you're glitching a little bit.
You're good.
I'm good?
Yeah,
It's a little delay. Man,
you're
I
good.
wonder why it's doing that. I'm sorry. I think it may be my connection. Just trying to make sure you can hear me.
You're good.
Okay. All right. So if you can hear me, we're still good. We're still rolling.
I can hear you.
All right. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, that's a really good question. Uh, mm, yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like every opportunity, every option is available to me right now, and I just need to figure out what I want to do. It's not something I've really focused on
Hmm.
ever, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. Are you happy right now? Why or why not?
Yes, I'm very happy right now. Um, I don't know, like living my life the way that I want to live it and learning and every day and growing and I don't know, that's what it's about for me. I love it here.
Mhm. I like that. Okay. Okay. So having that level of autonomy over how you're living it, again, living it on your terms, that's creating that level of happiness for you right now. Okay.
Yeah, like I've never had that opportunity, in my life, and I
Yeah.
have it now, and I
Mm,
want to take full advantage of it.
absolutely. Okay. I love it. All right. In regards to, let's say, some of your goals, because again, I actually, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You said that's not something you really ever really thought about. So then what may be some of your short-term goals or things of that nature that you perhaps have now that you kind of want to aspire towards, things that you want to do, accomplish, um, things that you fear doing or things that you have thought about doing that you perhaps want to step out into? Is there anything that um, kind of really tugs at your heart?
I mean, one of the first things I need to do is figure out what I want to do in terms of my job or a job. Um, that's not the one that I currently have. Um, Figure out where I want to live because now I have the opportunity to go I want, wherever I
Mm,
want to go. And so this may not be it anymore.
mm,
And um, I don't know. I That's a little scary, honestly, even though it's exciting. I'm very
absolutely.
comfortable here because this is where I've been forever.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm,
all of the people I'm closest to in the
mhm.
world are here close to me. I can get to them, in
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
that would be really hard to not have. Um, but I feel like I have limited my growth in a lot of ways because I just stick with what's comfortable and safe.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
Wow. You've
Did I answer you?
you definitely answered me. That's perfect. That was actually more than enough. Um, when did you get to that conclusion? When did you get to that realization? I'm curious. When did you realize all this? Did you just sit down one day and you just got real with yourself, or did you always know? You kind of always saw it, even from the beginning. You saw these things.
Mm, like honestly, I think it's more recent.
Mm,
Like I've known I tend to be like a risk averse person.
mm,
Um, so I like what's comfortable, but
mm.
what's comfortable isn't necessarily the right thing all the time, which I've seen. Um,
Yeah.
but I've never just until like the past year, I've never been in a situation where I haven't been responsible for somebody else on a daily basis and in my entire life. And now, right now, it's just me. My kids are grown. I have, a lot of nieces and nephews, but most of them are grown. And even
Hmm.
if I'm not here anymore, it doesn't mean that I can't still be there for them and maintain relationships. Um, and so, like I said, I've never really allowed myself to think about anything other than taking care of everybody else.
Yeah.
And I don't want to live like that anymore. So
Wow.
here we are.
And again, I've heard these words before on our calls, on our group calls. But you're saying this has been recent that you've kind of come to.
I mean, recent that I feel like I have the opportunity to make the decisions, right? Like,
Gotcha. Okay.
um, yeah.
Okay. Okay. No, I get that. I get that. Okay. All right. Perfect. Um, so again, for goals that you mentioned just now, as well as goals that you perhaps can't mention or don't want to mention, more personal, we can talk about off camera if you want. Um, what things or systems are you doing right now daily to help you reach those goals and build or sustain your happiness in, let's say, 5 years? So what things are you doing now to, help you reach those goals, whatever those goals may be, not just the job, but if you mentioned some other things, these goals can be tangible, intangible, object. act physical objects or more personal, mental? What things are you doing right now? Systems do you have that you're doing right now daily to kind of help you inch toward that?
Um, well, I will address the job because I said that
Oh,
that's like
yep.
kind of a primary thing for me.
Hmm.
I have been making connections around that. I've had conversations um, with people around opportunities that'll be coming in the future.
Hmm.
Um, I do that on a daily basis.
Nice.
Um,
Wow. How do you do that on a daily basis? My goodness. That's a lot. Seriously.
I've been t just talking to people that are close to me about like kind of what I'm trying to figure out here.
Okay.
And
Oh, so you're open about this. You're not hiding this. It's kind of like, hey, I want to do something else. If you see anything, you're telling everybody. You're not. This isn't a goal. You're just hiding.
I mean, if I was hiding it, it wouldn't be a good
You
idea
wouldn't
for
be
me
on
to
here.
say it
True,
to you right
true,
now,
true. No, that's
honestly.
true. That's true.
But
That's
mostly
it's a thing that
people,
most people hide though. You notice that, right?
yeah.
Like, yeah, this is hard to say because like, what if someone come across it or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, people kind of think like,
I mean, I agree. It's
mhm.
if somebody came across it, it probably wouldn't be great if the wrong person did. But um, I'm I'm a high performer and I care about the work that I do, and I don't want to stay in a place where I just can't maintain my level, my expectations, I guess, of myself. And so I'm just trying to make a change before it gets to that point, honestly. Um, and so luckily, I know some really amazing people that are willing to introduce me to people that may be able to help me or have opportunities coming in the near future. So
Wow.
I've been lucky in that. And a couple of people who don't work on my team anymore, but have worked on my team previously, have reached out to talk to me about opportunities where
Mm,
they're currently working. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of conversations happening. So we'll
that's
see.
dope. Oh, that's freaking dope. And it's a daily thing.
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah, that's
I
dope.
know.
That's
I'm
really
just
dope.
so lucky.
Yeah. No, seriously, that's amazing. Wow. Because I do this. I do what you're saying. It's just, it's funny because even with the position I just got and just looking for positions, you don't normally think to ask people around you, you know? And obviously, again, that can come from pride. I don't want to think that I'm trying to look for a job or that I'm having problems at my job. Like you have people who are prideful in that regards, and then you just have some people like, I don't want them all in my business and this and that, but you have made yourself very vulnerable. That's something a lot of people can't do. And that I think is a huge step towards getting wherever you're trying to go in terms of your goals, in terms of being happy, keeping up with the Joneses, right? That's the thing that a lot of people do. It's like those people are become miserable. You're buying all these things, spending all these tickets, credit card, this, credit card, that, all these different things just to then what, feel empty at the end of the day. But oh, Johnny saw you riding in, like it's like okay,
Right.
who cares about, So I'm saying hats off. That's amazing. So for real,
Thank you.
that's incredible. Absolutely. Um, do these systems seem to be working? In regards to what you're doing, does it seem to be working? And if not, have you tried something different? Or if so, how do you see it working? Things of that nature. Like, do you see that those things working?
Um, I mean, I feel like it's been good. In general, I am very private, so it's not my nature to share my business like this or in the way that I have been. But it's definitely, I've been able to have a lot of conversations with people that I wouldn't have met or had conversations with otherwise and kind of consider different paths that I wouldn't have considered otherwise. I've been able to narrow or like eliminate some
Yeah.
things that I know I
Hmm.
wouldn't be interested in. So it's been helpful there. Um, but right now I'm still at the same job. So I guess it depends on how you define success,
Yeah.
really.
And things take time.
Hmm.
That's all. That's always a factor. Time is always you gotta include time.
Hmm.
You can't ignore it. That's a huge part of it. Um, but I ask you, that question just, because of There's the definition, not, and not again, not to say that this is your case, but the definition of insanity for a lot of people do it is to do the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. When you just, it's like, but you're doing the same thing. In your case, again, I don't think it's necessarily this isn't where you're operating in insanity. I think you're putting in the work. You're doing what you need to do. Um, okay, could you add things to it? Could you take something away? Could you that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Again, as a life coach, is part of me just analyzing your systems, seeing what you're doing, and it's like, okay, could we add something to it? Could we take something away? I'm again, the consultation is like I'm breaking you down. I'm diagnosing your car. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you? And again, there may be other goals too that we could do this with, off camera if it's more personal, but we can do the same thing. I'll be asking you these same questions. So it's just like trying to see where you are with it. And I love what you're doing so far. Um, are you, well, you said it's a daily thing, so I would assume you're sticking to it. It's a habit. Are you having fun while implementing these systems? It does sound like you're having fun because it seems like you're meeting people. Would you say you're having fun?
Yes.
Okay.
With the meeting people, yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. It has allowed you to build relationships or maybe reestablish relationships that
Hmm.
probably you didn't have. That's dope. That's freaking dope. Um, okay. This is amazing. Um, we've hit the end of my questions. I do want to just let you know in regards to, again, if we proceed forward, um, as we go forward, if it is something you want to do, um, again, we would go into analyzing your systems, things of that nature, kind of what you're doing, seeing what you're doing, seeing what you're not doing, seeing what we could do more of, what I could keep you accountable for in that. So like checkups, things of that nature. Hey, have you been doing this? Have you tried this, that? And that becomes the life coaching, in regards to just what you've presented. Again, I hear the system, I hear the happiness and things of that nature that you have too, and that's important. I hear the fun you're having, and that's important too. That's why I'm asking all these different things because I want to know not only your systems, but are you enjoying them? Like are you loving what you're doing? Are you are you just dragging your feet, asking people or trying to inquire about different opportunities, but it's like, nah, you gotta love it, And if you're not loving what you're doing, which it seems like you do love, what you do, but if you wasn't, then okay, looking for something entirely new, like just things of that nature. So again, going forward, it becomes that aspect of us critiquing, analyzing your systems, editing, doing whatever we have to do to make that a possibility. Again, I took a few mental notes here. Once we get off this call, then probably jot down a few more things that you said and just kind of like look over them, take notes, look over them, and things of that nature. Again, if you then decide to proceed forward in regards to another call, we'll then go a bit deeper into that particular goal. So again, you mentioned your job, you mentioned work. I left mine, and that was something I'm happy at. Like I don't regret it. And so, what I even know about those emotions and stuff behind it perhaps can help. Or again, we go a whole nother route for you and your own personal approach towards it. But again, it's just that level of trying to figure out what works best for you because it's not a cookie cutter system. That's why I asked what systems you have. It's not everyone's different. You're different. You're gonna take that approach differently. You're gonna talk to people differently. I'm gonna talk to the people differently. I'm gonna take our approach differently. But again, as a life coach, it's my job to help you, help push you. Not I can't make you do anything, but to help motivate. Yeah, because ain't gonna make as much as I may want to, like let quit. No, no, I'm on. But no, I'm on. But it's to help push you, motivate you, inch you towards what it is you're trying to achieve. That's a life coach. And we're there to continuously remind you, give you suggestions, things of that nature that you could possibly do for a future perspective. A therapist kind of goes a bit, again, like just a slight difference or a slight informative difference of therapist versus life coach. A therapist goes backwards. They kind of sometimes deal with present and they kind of mention forward a bit. As a life coach, we're just kind of more so where you are now and then where you're going. We're just present in the future. So that's kind of where we're operating. So I took a few notes. I took a few things down. If you continue, there may be a few other questions I kind of hone in on, but it may be more personal. So I'll ask you if you want to record it. But there's a few other questions I'm itching to kind of get a little more out of you. But I think you just you acting out because we recording. So I'm playing. I'm like no, but I get it. I get it. Like
I did, yes.
yeah,
I
I get
held
it.
back
I get
things,
it. I
yes,
get it.
because you're talking.
Because
You're right.
I know you. So I'm
I
just
know.
I don't know. So I get it. But just like I just broke down with the job thing, it's the same thing
Mhm.
with all those things. So we would do the same thing with all those. So if again you want to proceed with that and we go forward than that, we'll do the same thing. It's just analyzing systems, figuring out where you are, and then where we're trying to go. And sometimes people need that
Okay.
push. So this is dope. This is dope. This conversation was amazing. You actually helped me even look at and see a few holes I can work on in terms of certain questions and stuff. So that's the beautiful thing about this. Like I have to keep doing it because it gives me that practice. And I appreciate you for, just mentioning the aspect of me being able to access or analyze your goals and your achievements and things of that nature that you're trying to do or pushing towards, but being vulnerable and allowing me to come into that space because not everybody can or will, and it's a hard thing to open up and allow somebody in. I'm not gonna lie, it is. So I appreciate that. Again, I can send you more information if you want to go forward on certain things that we could do. Pricing is based on time, kind of like a therapist, but again, that's just that. But we can talk about all that, But this was dope. This was amazing. I appreciate you. I'll end the recording here. Is there anything
Thank
you
you.
want to say before?
Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Of course. I told you I love this. Like this is me. This is my natural element. So I feel very comfortable and love having you on. Love talking to you. And hopefully we'll see more of you. Either here or the group. Of course. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I appreciate this moment. Love you guys again. If you also want life coaching, man, hit me up. Again, that is on Instagram. You can find me. Let's just talk Trey. TikTok is it's everywhere. Let's just talk Trey. So just hit me up, DM me, let me know, comment below on the video on YouTube. We can set something up. But until next time, guys, peace.